What's up, everyone? History was made yesterday. For the first time ever, Google has the #1 AI model in the world. Gemini 3 Pro just dethroned OpenAI and Anthropic, topping both major leaderboards, LMArena and Artificial Analysis. And that's just the beginning. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about Gemini 3 Pro's release, diving into those insane benchmark numbers, exploring Google Antigravity and its use cases. But before we dive in, if you're actually getting value from this breakdown, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this to more people who need to see it. Let's get into it. So here's the headline. Google just launched Gemini 3 Pro and, according to independent benchmarks, it's the smartest AI model on the planet right now. This isn't Google just saying, trust us, we're the best, but it's actually independent testing organizations such as LMArena and Artificial Analysis confirming it with blind tests and comprehensive evaluations. And that matters because anyone can claim that they have the best model, but when independent benchmarks back it up, that's when you know it's real. Gemini 3 Pro Preview is available starting today across the Gemini app, Google AI Studio, Vertex for enterprises, Google Search with AI mode and AI overviews. This is the first time a Gemini model launches in search on day one. If you look at pricing for developers, it's $2 per million input tokens, $12 per million output tokens for context under 200K. Yes, it is premium pricing, but the performance backs it up. Let's look at the numbers. LMArena is one of the most trusted benchmarks in AI. They use blind testing. Users compare two anonymous AI responses and pick the better one. It's no bias, just raw performance. And Gemini 3 Pro absolutely crushes it. It has a main arena score of 1501. That's overall #1, beating xAI's Grok, Claude Sonnet, and everything else. When we look at the web dev dashboard, again, it's #1, outperforming GPT-5 and Claude Opus. This is 280 points higher than Gemini 2.5 Pro. That's not an incremental improvement, it's a generational leap. Now, let me put that in perspective. A 280 point jump is massive in ELO rankings. That's like going from a decent chess player to becoming a grandmaster. In the Vision leaderboard, it's another first place finish for Gemini. It's a 70 point jump from the Gemini 2.5 Pro. But here's what's even more impressive. Gemini 3 Pro ranks first in all major evaluation tracks: hard prompts, coding, instruction following, creative writing, multi-turn conversations, longer query handling, mathematical reasoning. This is comprehensive dominance. Not just good at one thing, but actually good at everything. Now, let's talk about the other major independent benchmark, Artificial Analysis. They just crowned the Gemini 3 Pro as the new leader in AI with a score of 73 on their intelligence index. That's 3 points above GPT 5.1, which held the top spot just last week at 70. And get this, Google jumped from 9th place with Gemini 2.5 Pro, which only scored 60, straight to first place. They leapfrogged OpenAI, Moonshot, xAI, Anthropic, and Minimax in one shot. Let that sink in for a second. Google went from 9th to 1st. That's a 13-point jump in a single release. Now, what makes this score so impressive? Gemini 3 Pro leads in 5 out of 10 evaluations in the Intelligence Index. It leads in complex reasoning, multitask language understanding. It has a 37% score on Humanity's Last Exam. That's PhD level reasoning. It leads on Life Code Bench and scientific computing. That 37% score on Humanity's Last Exam is particularly wild. It improved on the previous best model by more than 10 percentage points. We're talking about questions that stump PhDs, and Gemini 3 Pro is getting them right over a third of the time. Okay, so now we know Gemini 3 tops the leaderboards, but what can it actually do? Let's break down the key capabilities from Google's official blog post. And stick with me here, because this is where things get really interesting. Agentic coding. The future is here. This is where Gemini 3 Pro really shines. It's built specifically for agentic workflows, meaning it doesn't just write code, but it understands and executes complex software tasks autonomously. It scored 54.2% on the Terminal Bench 2.0. This benchmark tests a model's ability to actually operate a computer via the terminal. The Gemini 3 Pro scores 54.2%, which is massive for computer use capabilities. Think about this for a second. The AI can actually use your computer like a human developer would. Now, what does this enable? Navigate your file system, drive development processes, automate system operations, propose and execute shell commands. Google is releasing a client-side bash tool for local workflows, as well as a hosted server-side bash tool for multi-language code generation and secure prototyping. Here's something powerful for the developers. Google's grounding with Google Search and URL context tools can now be combined with structured outputs. This means you could build AI agents that fetch data from the web, extract information, and output it in specific formats for downstream tasks. That's huge for building complex agentic systems. Vibe coding. This is probably the most mind-blowing feature. Google calls it vibe coding, where natural language is literally the only syntax you need. Gemini 3 Pro can take a single natural language prompt, handle multi-step planning, generate fully functional interactive apps, create rich visuals, and deep interactivity. Some of the examples given in Google AI Studio are building a retro game with one prompt, creating interactive landing pages from voice notes, developing full apps from napkin sketches. This isn't generate some starter code. This is describe your app idea and get a working prototype. But here's where it gets interesting. Google didn't just stop at making Gemini 3 Pro capable of vibe coding. They actually built something else. Something that takes this capability and amplifies it in a way that completely changes the game. I'm talking about a platform where AI agents don't just write code for you, they operate autonomously across your entire development environment. What is this platform, you ask? Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, you need to understand why the multimodal capabilities make this whole thing possible. Gemini 3 Pro is the best model in the world for complex multimodal understanding. It has a 1 million token context window and sets new records on complex image reasoning as well as video understanding. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another AI model that can see images? Big deal. But hold on, because this is different. Visual reasoning. Gemini 3 Pro has the best-in-class document understanding, goes beyond OCR to intelligent document reasoning, handles complex layouts, tables, and structured data. It is a significant improvement on DeepSeek's OCR, spatial reasoning. Gemini 3 Pro can literally see and understand your entire screen, your mouse movements, everything. Take a look at this demo from their blog page when you have time. Now let's talk about video reasoning. Gemini 3 Pro has high frame rate understanding, captures rapid action in fast moving scenes, has long context recall across hours of continuous footage, can synthesize narratives and pinpoint specific details, and it never misses any critical moments. Here's a tweet by Sundar Pichai. Let's have a look at how Gemini 3 Pro can analyze your long-form sports video to give you a performance audit. For developers, Google added thinking level parameter for deeper reasoning, granular media resolution controls for vision processing, stricter validation for thought signatures to preserve reasoning across multi-turn conversations. This gives you fine-tuned control over latency, cost, and quality based on your specific use case. Alright, you've been patient. Let's reveal what this platform actually is. Remember that mysterious platform I mentioned earlier? The one where AI agents operate autonomously across your entire development environment? Here it is, Google Antigravity. And yes, it's exactly as powerful as it sounds. Google's Antigravity is their brand new agentic development platform built specifically to showcase what's possible with Gemini 3 Pro. But it's not just a demo, it's a fully functional IDE based on VS Code that reimagines software development. So what makes it different? Think of yourself as the architect. You operate at a high, task-oriented level where intelligent agents work autonomously across the code editor, the browser, and the terminal. These agents don't just assist you, they plan and execute complex tasks on their own. They communicate their work through detailed artifacts so you stay in the loop without getting bogged down in implementation details. Now, before I tell you what you can do with it, quick pause. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we're doing a full deep dive on this platform soon and you'll want to see it. Alright, back to it. What can you do with it? Antigravity handles the full development lifecycle, building new features from scratch, UI iteration and design refinement, debugging and fixing issues, research and report generation, managing entire workspaces with multiple agents. It's available now as a public preview, completely free on all platforms. Now let's talk about the use cases. Google has positioned Antigravity for three main developer profiles. The first one is professional developers. For professional developers, you get an AI-powered editor to experience unparalleled assistance on the most complex tasks. You can spin up background agents to tackle routine tasks that take you out of your flow, such as code-based research, bug fixes, and backlog tasks. It also assists you on large complex codebases from extensive code-based research and retrieval capabilities. Now, the second use case is front-end developers. Antigravity takes browser integration to the next level, helping you build beautiful, performant, and responsive front-ends like never before. An anti-gravity agent is able to use Chrome to navigate to pages and interact with them, enabling browser-in-the-loop testing of its own code. The agent is able to take screenshots and videos of its work in the browser so that you can see the results of the work asynchronously. You are also able to leave visual comments on visual artifacts, making it simpler to provide specific targeted feedback to the agent, similar to Lovable or V0. The third use case is full-stack developers. Google's Antigravity elevates your full-stack applications, ensuring unparalleled trust through advanced verification and testing. Agents prioritize verifying information and interacting with users through artifacts and tasks to build trust in their code. You can intuitively provide feedback across every surface and artifact to guide the agent from 90% to 100. It also allows you to seamlessly switch between parallel agents across workspaces in the Agent Manager view to a synchronous editor experience, similar to Cursor and Windsurf. Now, here's what I need to tell you, and this is important. I'm working on a comprehensive deep dive into Google's Antigravity that is coming very soon. We'll go hands-on, explore real workflows, test different use cases, and dig into how to maximize productivity with this platform. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. You do not want to miss this deep dive. So there you have it. Google's Gemini 3 Pro is officially the top AI model in the world, based on independent benchmarks. First place on LMArena, first place on Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index, comprehensive dominance across reasoning, coding, vision, and multimodal tasks. Combined with Google Antigravity, we're seeing a completely new paradigm for software development. One where AI agents work alongside you, handling complex, multi-step tasks, while you focus on the big picture and creative vision. This is more than just an incremental improvement. It represents a shift in who can build software and how it gets built. So, what are your next steps? You should try the Gemini 3 Pro in Google AI Studio, download Antigravity if you're a developer, experiment with vibe coding, and see what you can build with a single prompt. Before you go, drop a comment and tell me, what are you most excited to build with these tools? And if you got value from this breakdown, learned something new, or this helped you understand what's happening in the AI space, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.